So yeah, so hello guys, how are you guys? I hope you are doing very well. So in this video actually we'll discuss about the what is the material variances. Okay, so material variance is defining about the material variance is defining about the quantity and the price of the materials. Okay, so variance you are already knows that what is the exactly meaning of it. So variance means that it's the estimated amounts and the actual amounts how much you have paid to them. So it difference between the estimated and actual, that is called the variance. So here is we'll discuss about the material variance in the two scenario. I mean the two types, two can be say whatever you can call, price and the quantity. So two is a one is a price, one is a quantity. So here is on the basis of the material direct material flexible budget variance. Okay, so direct price variance are the material price variance. So here's if you will talk about the material price variance, that means the for the material how much price you supposed to pay to the, not you supposed to, you have estimated that you are going to be paid to the suppliers. So you have estimated that the next month or next year this much price I supposed to pay for the materials, but actually you have paid the but in the actually you pay the different amount, either the same amount. So we just take a difference between both of them. If there is a no difference, that is no variance, but if there is a difference, then it can be considered as a variance. So here is so we can say that in a simple sense that the difference between of the material price of estimated or planned and actual price of the materials, that is called the price variance. So in the price variance, here is a definition is written that the part is attributed to the price of materials being different than what was planned. It measured the difference between so he's just saying that the same things, that it is a part attributed to the price of materials. It is a part of the price of the materials first of all. So it is a part of the and attributed to the price of materials being different than what was planned. So it measures the difference between amount paid for all unit of materials purchased during a specific period. Okay, so you got your first point, that means amount paid for all unit of material purchased during a specific period. So you have estimated, this is the amount paid for all unit of materials purchased during a specific period, and how much you have expected. So it's not estimated, it is expected. I mean the specific, that means actually how much you have made to payment you supposed to made, and the amount expected to be paid, so this is called the price variance. So price variance is here is a note. In the note here is saying that the purchase price variance is the responsibility of purchasing department. Yeah, it could be it is the responsibility of the purchase department. Yeah, definitely, to which kind of the materials he is supposed to pay, I mean the buy. So here is the unfavorable variance. When it will be the unfavorable variance? The unfavorable variance would be when the actual price is greater than the actual price is greater than the standard price, then it will be the favorable variance. So favorable variance is saying that the actual price is sorry, I heard like unfavorable, not is a favorable. So actual price is less than the actually, means that means how much you have to be actually paid. Actually you paid the 8 dirham only, but you had estimated on the first time that you will be going to pay for the material 10 dirham, but here is a 2 dirham is a benefit for you. So when you get the benefit, that is favorable. Okay, so what could be the reason? So reason is here, purchase department performed very well by finding a lower cost source of for the material, lower cost source of materials. First point it could be. Second point is the price in the industry. So price in the industry have fallen, and standard price should be updated, and standard price should be updated, and standard price should be updated. So purchasing department purchase the lower quality materials and paid less amount, and purchasing department purchase the lower quality materials and paid the less amount, but they paid the less amount. And four is a lower quality will affect the quantity of material used in production. So lower quality will affect the quantity of material used in production. So unfavorable price variance means actual price paid. So it is unfavorable when the actual price is more than the actual paid amount is more than the standard price, estimated price. So here could be the reasons. The reasons are purchasing department is fallen in finding a lower cost source of materials. So lower cost of the materials, if the then it could be the reason of the unfavorable. So if they fail to the finding a lower cost of the source of the materials, and then the price in the industry has risen and standard price should have been updated. So if the standard price is updated, that could be the also reason of the unfavorable of the variance. Purchase department purchased the high quality of the materials and paid more amount. Yeah, that could be the also no reasons. And the fourth reason, high quality will affect the quantity of materials used in production. Okay, so this could be the reasons to be why the price variance is becoming favorable and unfavorable. So these are the reasons. Okay, quantity materials. So if we'll talk about the quantity materials now, so also called the efficiency and uses mass variance. So it measures the difference between actual quantity of materials, that means the input, how much you have actually used for the actual level of the productions in the so actual quantity equal to actual output into actual whatever the materials kg units are you are using. Okay, standard quantity means the material quantity that should have been used for actual level of production units. So standard quantity is equal to actual output into standard kg. So here is this formula you have to be memorize it, because here is an actual quantity is a little bit for the actual there is no any changes, but for the standard there is an actual quantity we are taking and multiplying by the standard price. So this variance is the responsibility of the production department. Yes, and for the quantity variances when we are talking, then it is the responsibility of the production department, not of the purchasing department. So purchasing department is different and the production department is also the different. Here is saying at the so favorable quantity variance is the when it will be the favorable. So like for the material, so if the quantity you use a 4 kg but you had estimated only the 3 kg, that means your estimated is a less than the actual. So in actual your case it is a bad for you, so it will be the unfavorable. But here is an actual quantity is less than the standard, so it is a favorable. So reason, workers have been efficient by reducing the normal spoilage. So maybe the workers are experienced, so if they are the experienced, then definitely there is a favorable quantity variance. And then the second one is maybe workers are producing low quality product, that's why they use less material. It does not cost have been reduced at the expenses of product quality. So here is saying that the favorable quality means it could be happen. So there could be the two reasons. What could be the reason? One is labors are more efficient, more experienced, and another could be the labor are using the less materials for the low quality product. That's why it's a less. So and it will be the unfavorable. When it could be the unfavorable? When is the actual is a greater than the standard. So here is a reason why it could be happen. So it may indicate that materials, theft of materials, or other wastage of the strings, other wastage or shrinkage. Maybe labor is unskilled and they are not using material efficiently. If purchasing department will buy the cheaper material with inferior quality, and price variance could be favorable. So uses variance might be unfavorable. So it could be the reasons. Okay, So how to calculate? So first of all, if you will be going to be calculate the price materials and the quantity materials, so first of all the material variance. Okay, so calculating the material variance, we are here, we have to take a first of all actual, then standard. First of all actual quantity, actual quantity and the standard quantity, then after we have to take the actual price, standard price, standard price. So it is for the, first of all we have to understand it is for what and for which. So the middle one we can be say that it is for the flexible budget. The down one standard quality we can be say that it is for the standard quantity. Okay, and the top one we can be say it is for the actual. So for the flexible and actual and the standard we have to be calculate. So here is the quantity. So quantity middle a into, sorry, AAS and then ASS. Okay, yeah, this could be the, so S is denoted that this side is denoted as the price and this side is denoted as the, so here is easy for us to be calculate. So price rate variance. Okay, price variance is also called the rate variance. The difference between two line is a first two lines. So first two line is a, this is called the price variance, this is price variance, and this is called the quantity variance. Okay, so on the price variance, yeah, if it is representing that, so high and low, so it means that the actual price, or if the quantity and the price, okay, and the quantity and the price is also, so it means it is the flexible and it is the actual. So flexible quantity, yeah, if the quantity, if the, I mean, if this one is a suppose if actual is a greater, okay, and standard, I mean the, yeah, standard is a less, then what would be the, it is the price variance, right? Yeah, so for the price variance, and why it is the down one is a quantity variance, because it is called the price variance because it's the quantity is the same but the price is a difference is here. Okay, that's why it is called the price variance. Price is a difference but the quantity is the same, so that's why it is called the price variance. So in the price variance we are taking the difference between the price. Okay, so in the standard so flexible static budget, flexible budget, when we are using an actual budget, so in the flexible, that we can say that the standard price was 10 rupees and this one was 8 rupees, so actual was a page less and this one, so it was favorable. So if it is a up is a high, suppose it think that it is a high, it is unfavorable, and if it is less then it is a favorable. Okay, so here would be the, yeah, high, it is unfavorable, and it is unfavorable, yeah, it is a favorable. So here is a return that you can be see else. Okay, yeah, variance, unfavorable, favorable, and here is also the variance. Okay, so I hope you understand by this line. Okay, note in the note saying that if a standard price is not given, yeah, if in case the standard price is not given, then we calculate by using below two formulas. Okay, if in case the standard price, there is no standard price could be, so that standard price if it is not there, then we can be use this formula standard price to calculate that budgeted or standard total material cost, budgeted or the standard total material, whatever the budgeted cost it is, divide budgeted or standard total material quantity. Yeah, first so it's the divide, so total budgeted material cost but divided budgeted standard total material quantity. So whatever the total cost divided by total quantity is a budgeted, so it is a standard price. If a standard price is a there is, if this is also cost is not given and the material quantity is also not given, then we can be use variance is dollar. Okay, in the dollar whatever the amount is variance is given, then use the difference between the actual and the standard, so it is a variance amount. Yeah, so you will get that the exact form of standard price. Okay, so here is in a questions. So in the questions we can be also see here just saying that the Chowdan Institute Industries estimate estimated output for the period of 1800 units. Okay, for the 1800 units is there. So estimate is a planned. Okay, so however actual output was 16,500 units. So here was on a 16,500 units is an actual. So it was estimated 1800, but actual it was just 16,500 units. So standard direct material per unit where was estimated at 7. So standard direct material was just 7.5. Okay, so you supposed to understand, you have to understand here that standard direct material per unit were estimated 7.5. so this is represent that 7.5 is a estimated, it is a standard, but the actual usage was 6.5 per unit. So it means for the material point of view, if you considered that it is a favorable, no? Yeah, but it's not just that, we have to be calculate the what exactly the questions is asking to us, but for material point of view, by just reading their per unit, so we can say that it is the favorable now. The standard price was budgeted at 6.75. so a standard price here is saying that now here was a standard direct material per unit was saying this much. So a standard direct material was per unit were estimated at 7.5. so you have to understand here that the standard price was budgeted 6.75, but the actual price was this much. So for the price point of view, if you think, then it is not favorable, because actually you are paid the more than the estimated. So the direct material variance are calculated as, so how you can be calculated to the direct material variance. Okay, so to calculate the direct material variance, so here you have to be think about the material. So how much materials you have. So estimated is this much, and you have a material two types. One direct materials is a 7.5 is which one you have estimated, but in actually you paid this much only. But the price is a difference. So to calculate it, here is an answer. Okay, no problem. Its answer is not given. So we'll be calculate that like as an. So first of all, you have to take the material variance. Okay, so to take a material variance is equal to, you have to write the actual and standard quantity. Then this side price, actual price, standard price, and a standard price on that side. So to calculate the material, so here you have a, first of all you have to be consider that the estimated, so estimated 7 point is this much. I think here is solved. Okay, so you can see this here is so yeah, you can see here actually you have this much, and 6.5 is for your material cost. You can see, sorry, just a minute. Yeah, you can see now. So in actually in the questions you are saying that the 1600 units actual output was 1600 units. Okay, 16,500, and standard materials direct material per unit were estimated 7.5, and but the actually is this much. So actual into the actual amount, you have actual quantity is this much, and price is an actual 700. So you have 7 is an actual price is here, and you take a actual wastage, so I mean the actual materials, so this much, and into this, so you got actual. Okay, now you have a actual is this here. Now you have a actual quantity, but yeah, actual quantity and same will be also give you there, but the price would be the different. So materials standard price, because it is a flexible. So to the calculate the material variance, no. So this will be the here, and the standard price. So standard is how much, yeah, quantity is the same. Quantity did not supposed to they use the same, because for the standard, yeah, for the standard is also quantity would be the same, but the price is a difference. Okay, Yeah, so quantity is 16,500 into 7.5 is your estimated. Yeah, it is a estimated. So estimated materials you are keep it here into your estimated price. 6.5 you had estimated, so 6.5 into you got this. So both here is an so here is a, you see what is it scheme 26,812. It is a price variance. So it is a price is saying that it is unfavorable price. Why? Because here you can see price is unfavorable because when you multiply by the 18,000 standard to the material cost, 18,000 with the material cost, it will be more. Okay, yeah, it will be with the more. So that's why it has not multiplied it here, but if it will be multiplied, then it will be the more. So it is unfavorable. Okay, both is unfavorable. Here is a quantity is a favorable because the quantity you have used the less amount quantity, that's why it is a favorable. So I hope you understand by this one. This was only till now. Okay, goodbye and take care. In next video we'll talk about the labor variance.